How do I do my guitar sound on the Linnstrument? So in this video I will show you all the settings and the plugins I'm using. First, on the per split settings, I have selected channel per row. Per row channels I have selected 8 channels. Then on the global settings, on the row offset, I have selected guitar. Staying on the global settings menu, we go here to octave. It's 1 octave up and E is the first note. So now we should have this mimicking basically guitar fretboard, starting from the lowest E and going from A, D, G, and so on. It's like these are the strings of the guitar. Okay, so let's switch over to the computer now. I'm using Bitwig, but you should be able to do this with pretty much any DAW. So basically what we are doing here is we are creating one instance of a plugin for each string. So each string controls its own VST plugin. And the plugin I'm using is Ample Guitar. So here we have the Stratocaster. They have many types of guitars, so you're not limited just to Stratocaster. So there's a few settings we have to change here. First, let's change this preset to bypass effects. So now we're only getting the raw guitar tone without any effects. And then here in the settings, change this bend range to 12. And also remember you change the bend range from your instrument to match. So you can change that on the per split settings page. And then here in the MIDI settings, we're turning on the MIDI guitar, which enables this whole setup basically. The MIDI guitar setting tells the plugin to treat each string as its own MIDI channel. And lastly, there is some vibrato on per default. So let's right click the vibrato wheel and then press X here to delete the mapping, and also turn the slider down, something like that. And now in your DAW, wherever this setting is, you're gonna route only the MIDI channel 1 to this track. So now we are only getting the E string played here. Like so. And then you just copy that track 6 times and do a different MIDI channel for each, going from 1 to 6. So here, if you pay attention to these meters, you can see that they only fire for each row. So what this enables us to do is to view this instrument as a complete fretboard of a guitar. You can mimic each position of the guitar, like even though you're playing same note, it's gonna sound different depending on where you play the note. It's very cool. You basically cannot do this with the normal keyboard. It's just not possible. So I hope you see how powerful that is. Now what's left to do is to route all these tracks into some kind of group or FX track. So you combine all the separate tracks into one guitar again, and then run your processing on that group. So here I've done it. I'll just enable them, and it sounds something like this.